Hello, and thanks for taking the time to visit the webpage for LPlan2040. I'm Marvin Kraut, the Director of the Planning Department for the City of Lincoln and Lancaster County. The Planning Department provides information and advice about development to local elected officials, advisory boards, and other interested citizens. By development, we mean how land in the city and the county should be used as the community grows, how that land use relates to the needs for transportation, how we get ourselves and our stuff from one place to another, and how it relates to other public services like utilities and schools and parks and fire stations. LPlan2040 is the name we've given to this effort to update what we call the Comprehensive Plan for the City and County. The Comprehensive Plan is the document that we ask Lincoln City Council and the Lancaster County Commissioners to consider and adopt every 5 years. The plan is an official guide for those boards and others to use when making everyday decisions about land use and community development. We prepare those plans for several reasons. First, with a shared vision of where and how our community should grow in the future, your local elected officials and their staff can do a better job of planning and constructing the roads and utilities and community buildings that will be needed at the right time and in the right place, and that should translate to less cost and lower taxes. Second, with a plan in place, private developers and builders and businesses and institutions will have more confidence making decisions about their own investments, where to buy or lease land, where to build or buy or lease building space. Third, state law says that cities and counties wanting to adopt zoning laws to regulate land use must have a comprehensive plan in place to guide those decisions. Lincoln and Lancaster County have relied on zoning laws for over 60 years to guide development in a way that's more orderly and efficient and attractive, and to prevent your neighbor using his or her property in a way that damages the use and enjoyment of your own property. And last, the federal government offers the city and county about $15 million each year to help us improve streets and bridges and operate our local bus service, but only on the condition that we have a long-range transportation plan in place and we update it regularly. The feds have given us a deadline of December 2011 to get a new transportation plan in place. The transportation plan will be an important chapter of this new comprehensive plan. So, looking out to 2040, what kinds of changes might we expect to see in Lincoln and Lancaster County? We really want to hear what you think about that. But for starters, here are some items that we're thinking about. First, it looks like we'll be adding about 120,000 people to our current county population of 280,000. There will be a whole lot more senior citizens, more than twice as many as we have today. We could see another 50,000 new homes and apartments built over this time period. It's our job with your help to figure out how best to accommodate all this new housing. To what extent can we use and reuse land that's inside Lincoln's current city limits, which doesn't require us to build new roads and utility lines and extend other services? How much undeveloped land will be needed outside the current city limits? And what directions of growth make the most sense? Second, technology advancements are going to change the way we live and work and travel around and communicate with each other. The impacts of these advancements may be difficult to predict, but the worst prediction probably is for us to assume that nothing will change. Third, energy and environmental issues are also likely to help shape our future, also in ways that are difficult to predict but important to consider. Officially, state law charges local planning departments and planning commissions with developing the comprehensive plan. The Planning Department advises the Planning Commission, which is an advisory board appointed by the city's mayor with the consent of the City Council and County Board. The Planning Commission members, along with other citizens appointed by the mayor, will be meeting regularly through the middle of next year to develop recommendations for the new plan. But for a comprehensive plan to be a successful guide to the future, it needs to be put together with active and meaningful involvement from many more people. People who reflect all the diversity of our community, who can teach us the lessons of our history, and who have dreams for our future. I hope you will consider it your civic duty to be part of this larger group. We recognize that you have a lot of other pressing responsibilities, both personal and civic. So we've come up with a variety of ways that you can participate in this process. I encourage you to explore this webpage now and in the future as information is updated and decide how to get involved. Maybe you read or heard about the recent reports that rank Lincoln as one of the most livable mid-sized communities in the nation. We think these ratings are in large part the result of a decades-long tradition of good planning here in Lincoln, and we hope to continue that tradition through this current effort. We want your help in crafting a plan that builds on our strengths and assets, conserves our natural and cultural resources, and guides new development, both public and private, so that we leave future generations with even better prospects.